Embracing paradox. What is a paradox? A paradox are two statements which apparently seem to contradict each other, yet exist at the same time. Another definition is a thing or person which has two properties that contradict each other. Throughout life we encounter many paradoxes, but how do we deal with them? Here's an example. In spirituality, there's this idea that everything is one. Everything is oneness. Yet in daily life, on a daily basis, we seem to operate under the assumption that everything is many. Everything is not one, but many people, many things, many objects. So which of the two is true? And how can we know that it's true? In its common way of operation, when the mind encounters a paradox, it wants to resolve it. It picks one of the two statements and dismisses the other. The reason for that is that paradoxes create uncertainty, and uncertainty creates discomfort and fear within us. And we tend to avoid discomfort and fear. Another definition of a paradox is an unanswerable question or a puzzle which leads to a deeper truth. That's an interesting statement, but what do paradoxes have to do with a deeper truth? The answer lies in the following mechanism. If we are presented with a paradox, we experience discomfort and fear. As a reaction, we tend to want to resolve the paradox. We want to land on one of the two statements and dismiss the other. If you observe your body while this mechanism happens, you can find that this mechanism comes along with a contraction of your body. This resolution down, away from fear and discomfort, happens through a contraction in the body. If, on the other hand, we embrace paradoxes, what happens is that in the face of a paradox, in the face of fear and discomfort, we don't contract, but we expand ourselves. We feel the fear, we feel the discomfort, and just let it be as it is. What happens then is that discomfort and fear starts to resolve and dissipate, and we end up in an expanded state, a state of trust, a state of being able to embrace uncertainty. And as uncertainties are a very common thing within our lives, embracing paradoxes helps us to deal with many difficult situations in our lives much better. What are paradoxes that you encounter in your life? Maybe you see yourself in one way, but you seem to act in another way. And that creates a discomfort in your mind and in your body. What if you, instead of trying to resolve this dichotomy, you stop trying to resolve it and you just let it be? We often have stereotypical ideas about ourselves, like a man needs to be strong. But then a situation arises where the most fitting reaction is opposing this stereotype that we believe about ourselves. In that situation, oftentimes we experience resistance. And if you start to observe your actions that are created out of resistance, you'll find that they most commonly lead to problems. To wrap it up, embrace paradoxes, learn to live with the discomfort and fear that arises in a paradoxical situation in your life. Find how paradoxes don't need to be resolved, but actually through embracing them, you start to expand and you start to become more comfortable with paradoxical situations. And that will make your life a little more rich. I forgot to mention, paradoxes only exist in your mind and not in reality. Okay, bye.